we all have shadows in the closet. We all have demons. We all have gifts. We all have a variety of things that are locked inside of us. And the deeper down we go, the more things that we will find.
Welcome, everybody. This is episode 4 of Listening Into the Wilderness. Today's episode, we are going to do a little interview with Brahm. Brahm just released. Is this your debut album? What would you call this, Brahm? There's a light that shines in the dark, fire's on, but I'm still
No, I've been making records since I was about
here.
16.
Right.
I couldn't even say at this point what number it is, but there's at least five, six, seven other albums.
There's a light that shines in the dark. Past is gone, I'm still here. Well, this is the most recent one, titled "The Raven in the Fire." So we're gonna kind of move through just the story and the creation of this project that's been kind of near and dear to your heart, and that you're kind of ready to release out into the world. Phoenix rising again, rising again, rising again, light in the dark. Yeah, very excited. Um, I've been listening to it since you sent it to me. And I find it really special. I find it really special. It's really spoken to me, and I'm really excited to hear how you kind of dreamed it into being. Phoenix rising again, Raven rising again, Cyrus rising again, I am rising again.
Yeah, thank you. Well, there's so many different stories and things wrapped up in it. But the easiest thing I can say is I did experience a literal fire on like the 4th of November 2023, I guess it was.
Light in the dark, find that spark.
That shook me up. I mean, no one was hurt, thank goodness. It could have gone a lot of different ways, but the way it went, no one was injured, and it was just material possessions that we lost.
Fire freed me from the past, fire set me free.
And so, in the wake of the fire, it really churned up a whole lot of what I eventually am kind of narrowing in on of inner child work.
I am child twice born of woman, born of fire, fire set me free, set me free.
So a lot of ghosts of the past, you could call them,
Free to be what I was made to be.
where we have different parts of ourselves that at a certain age, if there is enough distress without resolution, you get a trauma or an imprint on your soul, or however you want to label that.
'Cause in this land you can stand on your own or with the whole of humanity.
We get marked in a certain way, and sometimes a piece of us gets stuck in that kind of framework of inner child work.
My friend, you and me, we can choose to go down with the ashes, fight the fire, fight the flames. We take what remains.
The fire was a real kind of a shake up and a wake up call of
And we make something of that change.
I'm 35 at the time of this recording, so it was around 33 at that time. And it just
Fire is just a change. Fire is just a change.
put me on this forced trajectory of really taking a deep look, a deep dark look at exactly what I'm doing with my life and why and for what reasons.
Phoenix rises from the ashes.
What are the patterns that I notice that are cyclical that I would prefer not to continue repeating, or somehow
Mm.
to shift to a higher octave or to evolve in some way.
Raven rising.
One of my favorite definitions of healing is simply shifting or changing a pattern from one thing to something more functional.
And Cyrus rising, I am rising, we are rising, my friend from the grave, through all that remains.
So that literal fire kicked up a whole bunch of inner um, ghosts, experiences, demons, angels, bright things, dark things from the past.
Become the light, become what is right. Fire is purifier, fire is purifier, fire is purifier, fire is purifier, fire is purifier.
And I was processing, and I do a lot of writing, so I was doing a lot of processing, but it came clear to me at a certain point, all right, I need to make an album, but it wasn't clear about what.
And I am rising, rising, rising from the grave.
You know, everyone has different experiences, but sometimes I do notice certain kinds of energies running in my life.
Twice born, twice born, twice born, twice born, now say.
And it so happened that I was sitting with what kind of an album? How do I do it? I want to do it for months. The night after the first anniversary of the Fire, I channeled through me 11 songs. Boom.
Mm.
Just the practically the entire album in one night. The
Mhm.
lyrics came out.
More child, now the flames are naming wild. All that was child, all that is old. The fire's taking all that is here, all that remains.
I've done a lot of albums in my life, and a lot of them are using myth, they're using surrealism, but almost anything to really avoid personal feelings. They're real feelings and they're situations the songs have written in the past, but I'll write them in another language or I'll write them in such an abstract way that there's nothing personal directly, you know, the challenging situations in my life, historically speaking, I've not spoken to, I've not put that stuff out there.
Born for the fire, born for the fire, free from the fire. Thank you, fire. Love you, fire. Free I am, free I am, free I am, free I am new.
So this time it was like, all right, how do I, you know, look into those shadows and say, all right, you know what, I am gonna speak on some things that are um direct and real. Me being me, there is still that abstraction in there so that it's not just um hey, this is Brahm Gartner, you should check him out because XYZ.
Phoenix rising, Raven rising, Cyrus rising, me rising too. Oh, my friends, my friends, my friend, my friend, and you.
I try always to frame it in such a way that whoever is listening hears themselves and I
Mm.
disappear.
Who are you, and who am I, and what's this fire burning in our lives? When the fire is pure fire, purest fire.
And so
Hmm.
it's just an offering to whoever's interested in doing that work of we all have shadows um, in the closet. We all have um, demons. We all have gifts. We all have a variety of things that are locked inside of us. Um, and the deeper down we go, the more things that we will find.
In the end, all that needs to go is gone. The light remains, the light that saves. bright. All things align in the flame of the one of what's become. And the fire we find ourselves, from the fire we regain our light.
After that, it was a process of sitting with each of the lyrics of the song and trying to listen in to how best musically to bring those to fruition.
Thank you, fire, purifier, purest fire. Give me back my light.